Welcome back to day 17, take 2. Actually, it's take 3, I think. We are again day 17 of the Brew Crew podcast Barrel House collaboration calendar, brought to you by the Barrel House. Today we have Street Side Barrel Aged Robe. This is supposed to be a red velvet donut stout. And based on the hell yeah, okay, we got a Slurm. We got a Slurm bottle cap. Outshout Futurama for real. That's hilarious. That's the first time I've seen that one. That's fucking funny. It feels good to be back in the office room bar, in the sitting at my computer at the desk bar. I've got a lot of catching up to do. I know yesterday JT and I had a little bit of a long form episode. Matt already chirped at me at work about complaining about taxes for 20 minutes. So that's pretty cool. But I've got a couple of days worth of reviews to report. I believe I've got today's beers, I've got yesterday's beers, and I believe the day before that's beers as well. So that would be 15, 16, and 17. Damn it! But I'm going to have to set this down so I can crack my beer and get my own thoughts while I read everybody else's thoughts. So, cracking the Slurm, that Slurm lid, yoink. And I'm listening to Gus. I can smell that from here. I'm doing a really cool thing by pouring this dark beer against my dark hoodie. Now, I know that I've had this beer. Maybe it's just a regular variant. Certainly not the barrel-aged one, but I've had Robe before. But let me bang out some. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So I've got the Black Razzath, Dolphin Drift, sorry. And then today's beer, the barrel-aged Robe. I'm gonna start off with Chuncle Cori Dori just because that was what was easier to find on my cellular. Not the best one. Day 15, Cori Dori. Oh brother, that punch you in the mouth kind of sour. I give it a 2. I like the raspberry, but the sour is too sour for me, dog. And then to Mr. Tox. Definitely rocked my shit, but that was expected going in. Not too crazy about it, though. I'll give the... Today's proving to be the most editing I will have to do for this video because my webcam has cut out 4 times in an effort to record this video. I've already cracked my beer, and I was cut mid-sentence reading Chugalo Talks review for day 15. But to recap, Chugalo's sister, Chuncle Cori Dori, gave the Black Razzath a 2.0. Chugalo Talks gave it a 2.5. And then that was day 15. Day 16, Dolphin Drift. Just Chugalo Talks sat this one out. This is a Chugalo Cori Dori exclusive. She says, I'm a sucker for whippas. This one was good, but it almost tasted like something I've had before, but I can't quite pinpoint it. I would buy a pack of these for sure. 4.0. So that's a 4.0 on Dolphin Drift. That's pretty sick. And then real quick, I got Chuncle Marks. Wow, this is a big one. It looked like it was going to be another nasty-ass thick dark beer, but imagine, if you can, my delight to find that it was actually a dark purple concoction that tastes more like grape juice than beer. Slow golf clap for this one. I'll give it a 4.0. That's incredible. Coming from Chuncle Mark, a 4.0 on the Black Razzath. That one rocked my fucking world. Yeah. And then yesterday's beer, the Dolphin Drift. This one definitely hit my sweet spot. Light yet bitter, not unlike my own outlook on life. Easily my favorite of the year, of the 16 we've had so far. Gonna give it a 4.5. Still saving my 5 because you just never know. And, yeah, outshout Chuncle Mark for that one. But I've yapped enough. I've had to do enough work to... I haven't even taken a sip of this beer yet. It's shockingly effervescent, which is kind of weird. It's super sweet. It's really God, what am I trying to say? What am I saying here? It's very sweet. It's very it's like, I don't know if it's the alcohol. It's definitely boozy. My tongue is tingly while drinking this beer. This is the today Stev finds out he's allergic to XYZ ingredient episode. But no, it's a little too sweet for my liking. But I will say it's pretty tasty. I don't know, man. I think it tastes more like the icing of a red velvet cake donut than a red velvet cake donut. It just tastes like that Duncan Hines, that like white icing in a tub, you know what I'm saying? Just that kind of ultra sweet. But it's got that dark kind of roast. It's just stout, kind of standard roasty, chocolatey, malty kind of. Which, I mean, red velvet cake is just red chocolate cake, let's be honest. Does it hit different compared to chocolate cake? Yeah, of course it does. But I can taste the booze big time. It's I don't know, it's flavorful, definitely. It's very one note, unfortunately. I think the icing taste compared to the donut taste is pretty disappointing. But Street Side's pretty rad. They are who did the Barrel House Collab, their own beer. Barrel House's beer. So shout out to them. Outshout to them for that. And, you know, Street Side is one of those ones. It seems like they're always pumping out beer. They're always pumping out new stuff. What's the one? I think the Suh dude is pretty good. The one for dogs is pretty cool. And a gazillion other ones, right? I don't know, man. I think it's been out of the fridge for, I don't know, half an hour before I started recording this. It's still not very warm. I would have expected more kind of stuff to come out of the, you know, kind of flavors and aromas to come out. But it really is just sweet, kind of icing. And it's just very bubbly, which is bizarre. Yeah, pretty boozy, pretty sweet. Not like an off-putting way, but just meh kind of way. A little more sweet than I would like in a stout. Usually I prefer that more kind of like bitter dark chocolate flavor. But again, real quick, I'm going to get into today's reviews from Chuncle Mark and Chugalo Sister / Mr. Tox. This is day 17, barrel-aged Robe from Chuncle Mark. Full disclosure, I've been out most of the day Christmas shopping. La-di-da-di-da. I've had 4 beers in the process, various types and consistencies, so my palate might be a little out of whack. All that said, this one's dark, too thick for my taste, syrupy, yet it's got a 13.3% ABV. So I can't be too negative. Let's go with a 3.0 on this one. So 3.0 for today's beer from Chuncle Mark. That's pretty shocking considering. And then straight to Chugalo Cori Dori. It tastes similar to the barley wine. I was looking forward to this one, but it disappointed me. Don't get a lot of red velvet flavoring, but I feel like that's a hard flavor to grasp. 2.5. Man, they're strong with the like 2.5s, you know what I mean? They're strong with the like middle of the road beers, you know what I mean? Granted, Chugalo Sister gave the whip a 4.0. And then Mr. Tox, I'm salty. I saw red velvet, then got excited. I'm very uninterested in this one. I give it a 2.0. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I think for me, it's got good flavor. I want to like it. It's almost got just like a hard candy kind of taste. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's almost got like a Werther's. It just gives me like Werther's. Not this is gonna be a crazy analogy. The mouthfeel of this beer is like a Werther's original, but it tastes like chocolate and icing. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. I'm gonna give it a boy. Yeah, a lot of dead air. A lot of dead air today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it a 3.0. I think that's a reasonable take. It's not bad. It's not great. It's a stout. It's still kind of cold outside. Tomorrow it's supposed to be damn near 60 degrees, so that's fucking silly. I'm looking forward to see what everybody likes about this beer too. What everybody thinks about this beer. For the most part, I'm caught up on everybody's reviews. Outshout Better Matt and Chugalo Maya. Cool people to watch their video recently. Also outshout to Podcast Matt for his the end of his video. I think it was yesterday's video. He damn near had me thinking there was he had a foobar, you know what I mean? He almost had me for a jump scare at the end of his video. It was like an episode of The Sopranos, you know what I mean? But yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say. And just for posterity's sake, I'm gonna put, since I've got everybody's a day's worth of everybody's reviews, I'll probably just pop them in the comments too. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Day 17. of the Barrel House collaboration calendar, the Brew Crew Christmas non-denominational Hanukkah started this week calendar. It has been your boy. Maybe I have pants on, maybe I don't. It's up for you to guess. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.